a kazoo, a metric kazoo, a bibbity bobbity boo. Put it together and what do you get? Bibbity bobbity, bibbity bobbity, bibbity bobbity boo. I love it. If you're new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Hello. A little sprinkle, Mr. Rogers. But yeah, I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual cheerleader. I'm your cosmic advisor. I'm your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So without further ado, grab whatever you be snacking on, sipping on it, or not, because I'm going in. You're literally like 2 seconds away from being on the run. That's how bibbity bobbity done you are with everything. You are looking at every circumstance like you don't own me, you can't hold me down, I'm so over this, it's my way or the highway, and I'm just doing things differently now. You couldn't give an F less. You're not even looking up at the sky to see if there's any F's to give. You're so over everybody else's way of doing things. You're on the run, you're on the move, you're mobile, you're out of here. You have the burnout blues, but it's something far more important than that. There has been a toll that's been taken on you from relentlessly working, perfecting, crafting, stressing, and it's taking effect. So you're not only exhausted, you've already tried everything too hard, tried everything too much. You've come to the understanding that you cannot multitask, or you don't want to anymore. Not only are you ready for a nervous system shutdown, you are going to reset everything, and this is going to give you boundless energy. But this is not why this is happening. It's because you are going through a second awakening. You remember, we talked a little bit about this in the last couple of videos, but specifically your channeled message today is this tower is coming in. It's making a lot of noise. It's disrupting the natural order of things. But it's here because your power plays are going to be different. You have unshakable love coming in. Your health is going to be radiant. Your energy is going to be just beaming and doing what it does. You're going to be galactically glowing, and you have a financial windfall coming in. The scales have to be balanced. You can no longer continue to go the way that you have been going. So I feel like whenever your first awakening happened, you started down the course of a 5 to 10 year journey, maybe even longer, where you thought, this is my path, this is my destiny, I have it figured out, oh thank goodness. And then somewhere along the lines, you started lifing really hard. You started scanning for threats, even monitoring yourself. This is something that you're just coming to terms with within the last 24 to 48 hours, that you have been crazily, I don't think that's a word, but it sounds good right now. You've been actively monitoring yourself. I just realized I'm in a squeaky chair, but whatever. It's because I move around a lot. So even if it's a brand new chair, I'd be making it squeaky. But I say all of that to say this. You're going through this because you need to see, not only are there other weirdos out here monitoring you, but you're monitoring yourself. You are. You are always monitoring your goals, your circumstances, your bank account, your finances. Like something happened where everything got turned upside down. You didn't have a hold of things. Maybe you weren't responsible. Maybe you weren't sober. Like just life was different then. And so you changed everything around in your last awakening. And you're like, I'm going to life responsibly. But then towards the end of this era, you started monitoring yourself. And you are your worst critic. You are very hard on yourself. So you could be monitoring yourself through a phone, different activities that you do, a smartwatch. You could be monitoring like your HRV, your steps, your sleep score, just every little thing that can be monitored. You have been doing that So you're getting ready to throw that out the window because you are burned out and tired. You are the type of person that only competes with yourself. So whatever you did yesterday, you're trying to top that. Whatever you did last year, you're trying to top that, but at the expense of you. Now you are being introduced to your second awakening, your second spiritual awakening, and it's going to be a whole lot different from the first one. It's going to be a lot more calm. You kind of know who you are. You're not going to be a perfectionist. You're not going to be a people pleaser. You're not going to be overdoing it, overextending, multitasking, none of that. Not to say that we can't multitask, but when you're trying to have your nervous system like chill, you don't need to be multitasking in that way. Because we weren't meant to always be scanning for information. We weren't always meant to be in, scrolling, getting data this fast. Like, we are not a computer. Even though I know my besties that resonate with my messages operate like AI. It doesn't mean that that's built to be sustainable. So you're done Netflixing at all hours of the day, distracting yourself from whatever needs to be done. You're done getting these cheap hits of dopamine. You're done taking your phone into the bathroom. You're done scanning all of your smart devices. You're done with having so much blue light in your face. Like, you are clocking it all, but in a different way. How do I explain this? You've always been cognizant of these things, or as of late, I guess in the last couple of years, but you've been monitoring it like a lunatic. You. Yes, you. And so what you're going to be doing now is not monitoring that. Aware of this, but not monitoring it. Like, I know what it feels like when I get enough steps. I know what it feels like when I get good sleep. Maybe I can look at my smartwatch every once in a while, but I don't need to be monitoring the every oh, did I get my step count? Oh, gotta check my emails. We are not meant to download this much data. Like, when is our brain gonna shut off? I'm just wondering. It can't. And then you have your boss emailing you. You have everyone trying to notify you. And so you are shutting it all down. Think about back in the day, okay? Or when you were growing up. Not everybody had cell phones. We were barely getting the internet. So we didn't have information like we do now. We didn't have all of these social media apps. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have Instagram. We didn't have, what did we even have back then? Like in the 80s and 90s. Like, some people had those big brick phones. Some people had those flip phones with the antenna that pulled out. But it was hard to get a hold of people. You had to have a pager. And then somebody would have to page you or beep you. And then you would go to a payphone, or you would have a landline and you would call them back. Remember? You remember? I remember my dad was always out partying because I had no supervision from 6 to 11. And I would always be paging him like, it's 911. I need you to come home. Like, I need dinner. I need food. I probably should go to school tomorrow. That's a different story time. But do you know what I mean? It wasn't that easy to get a hold of people. And we are done making ourselves accessible. You are going to rebuild you. You are rewiring yourself. And it's crazy because I had been channeling this for a week, but I didn't know how all of the dots were going to connect. I'm like, something's happening, but I don't know what it is. It is the second awakening. It is the rebirth of the best part of your life. Maybe you thought when this other awakening happened, that was the best time or part of your life, or maybe you felt like it was easier, or you had certain things figured out. There are certain things you liked about this other era. But now you have overextended yourself. You feel depleted. You're tired and sad about certain things you don't get to do. So let's say there's people, going on nature walks. They're going on hikes. They're going to the lake. They're going to the river, the water park. They're going to the mountains. They're going to a cabin. Maybe you see this on social media. Maybe it's happening right outside your front door. But you don't feel like you get to partake in that. And you become very aware of this. Whether it's your relationship holding you back, your job holding you back, fear, anxiety holding you back, you are clocking that you need this more in your life. You need to get away from devices or downloading so much information. So this upheaval that right now feels like a setback, it feels like you don't have it together. I'm feeling like someone is like, I don't even know what to do anymore. You're feeling like everything you do is wrong. Like you're curious about how to make this better. You're making baby steps, but you're like, I don't even know what to do. Start with rest. Start with sleep. Start with detaching, not answering your phone, not looking at your emails, making everybody wait. Okay, they can wait. Not having to top the day before or top the week before. I'm guilty of doing this. Like, oh, I was able to do this, this, and this just last year or just last week. I should be able to do this, this, and that. And it's like, what? Why? Why are we constantly trying to top our performance from the day before? This is insanity. So maybe you've gotten inside your own head, you're overthinking or overanalyzing, and you're just like, what do I do? I'm trying to navigate through fog. I feel like I don't have clear directions. You're not sure if this is psychological warfare, but there are new opportunities on the way. Your 9 of Cups. Okay. Your Ace of Cups. Like, you need more joy, bestie. This is making me sad. Okay, don't worry though. We're all in the same freaking boat. So if this is your message, nobody here is judging you. We are all in the same boat. We over on this side of the internet are just we're admitting it. Like, hey, there are some things that we're doing right. There's a lot of things that you're doing right. But there's so much that you can do better with how you are hard on yourself and you are your own worst critic. So we have the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups. You need more joy, but you're hard on yourself even when you are receiving the joy. You're like, oh, why do I feel guilty about eating this ice cream? Why do I feel guilty about not answering my phone or turning my phone off? Like it's something that you're trying to figure out right now. Better things are opening up for you, but you have to step outside your comfort zone, and you might even have to have difficult conversations. Let's say you and your person, or you and your roommates or your family, whoever's closest to you, they're not really your biggest cheerleader on, yeah, let's go out and have fun, because maybe they're trying to hustle too. The hustle and bustle, the hustle culture is ending. This grinding and running around, because it's not sustainable. And I'm speaking to someone that deserves a sustainable life, because you will be stable and you will be prosperous, but it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be crazy. You only need to pick up these things that you want to do when you want to do them. So better things are opening up for you, but you will be leaving your comfort zone and opening a new world of opportunities, but you need to have an open mind about how you're going to get that. You will also be called to nurture a child. This could be someone in your family. This could be your own child. This could be your inner child. This is going to make you focus on opportunities that are focused on play. So you could be babysitting, nannying, spending time with your own kids or family. And God is asking us, the universe is asking us to focus on more play. Like, oh, let's go to the batting cages. Let's go miniature golfing. Let's go kayaking. Let's go learn how to do something. Let's go do arts and crafts. Birds are chirping. We are somehow getting away from this playtime, the playtime and the nap time of it all, the recess of it all, because life is moving at the speed of light, but it is not sustainable for it's not healthy for us, okay? It's not healthy for us to be doing all of the things that we're doing from the minute we open our eyes. We are scanning for what did I miss? What do I need to do? What do I need to see? How can I distract myself? How can I escape? We have all of these different motives and we have all of these different routines, and it's all shifting for your second awakening. You're even going to be noticing that there are certain things that you do that are wrecking your day to day, or making you feel groggy or tired or even slowing you down. It could be people, places, things, or something in your daily routine. There could be something that you haven't done in a long time, and then maybe you reintroduced it back into your daily routine and it just wreaked havoc. And you're like, oh, I thought that would be good for me. And it wasn't. So just because something works for someone else doesn't mean it necessarily works for you. It could be something that you ate. It could be something that you decided to do, and maybe it wasn't good for your body. Maybe it wasn't good for your mind. And you're like, damn, why, like, seriously, why did I do that? I was doing so good. And sometimes we're just looking for relief or something to soothe us or satisfy us. And you're going through this mindset shift so you can learn how to better protect yourself, how to get out of fight or flight. I'm being shown that you are protected against lower energies, and they be all around you. Trust in your power and protection. There is no enemy that can halt your progress or hinder you. So when somebody is trying to start some type of mess, you can be real clear with them on where you stand. Like, no, this is how we've been doing things and this is how I do them now. Like, I don't know if some people from the past are trying to come into the fold, but it's not going to work. It is not going to work. You are going to be overcoming a certain fear by taking a risk. Maybe it's standing up to someone. Maybe it's quitting a job. Maybe it's stepping down. Maybe it's walking away. Maybe it's breaking up with someone. Maybe it's finally filing for divorce. Maybe it's serving somebody with papers. Maybe it's fighting for custody. Like, it could be a list of things, but you're going to let people underestimate you, because I'm seeing a lot of people try to put you in these triangulated situations to try to make you jealous or competitive. And you don't need that. You don't need the extra fluff and craziness when you're already really hard on yourself. So I'm seeing that you're letting these people underestimate you while you're getting every exit strategy in place. And then I see you having some very stern heart-to-hearts with people that you care about, because maybe how they do things is draining and depleting you. But somebody here definitely wants to abandon all hope because you're like, I don't know how to shift this without support. So maybe you don't feel like you have support from your job like you're supposed to. Maybe you don't feel like you have support from your family or your loved ones. You're like, I need to do this thing for me. They're looking at you like, what? What do you mean? So you're really having to sit with yourself and reflect like, what am I have to do something different because I can't live this way anymore. And that is why it's your second awakening. You are seeing that this other way of living that you've been living for 5, maybe 10 years, airplane, doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. So let's say you're a mom or a wife and you've been doing everything for everybody. You're like, I can't anymore. It's affecting your health. It's affecting the fun in your life. It's just sucking all of the joy out of everything. And the pace that you were once able to maintain, you cannot maintain anymore. So there needs to be a new pace set. But I see you again having very serious conversations, asserting yourself, refusing to be manipulated. You will have the upper hand though. Know that. I feel like you will have the upper hand because you have the power to do whatever you want to do. And since you're resetting your nervous system, you're going to be manifesting on a different level than you ever did before. Once you kind of, get your training wheels off and figure out your power, you're going to see that everything you've ever desired desires you. You could also be doing these cheat codes for your anxiety. You could be doing cheat codes for your nervous system. Like there's stretches that you can do. You can hum, you can sing, you can There's breathing techniques. Like there's different things that you can do with like eye movement and stretching that can calm you down. There's tapping that you can do for the vagus nerve. There's meditations. So you guys might start doing meditation at night. Okay. You might start taking melatonin. You might start taking magnesium. You are seeing like, I need deep rest. I need a certain schedule. I need to do less. Your second awakening is here. You are building a new foundation for the dreams you know that you can have. Keep believing and stay positive because big things are headed your way. There's a lot of unseen headed your way. There is a greater force at work behind the scenes taking care of all of the details. So let go of the specific expectations. So you are learning the art of detachment, the art of communication, the art of seduction, the art of your power, the art of manifestation, and you are learning the art of detachment. These are things that you always wanted to master. Maybe you kind of played at, oh, I can do that. Like, I got that. But it was harder than it seemed. You're actually going to master these things. So I'm going to say it again. You are going to master the art of your power, the art of your communication. You're going to master the art of manifestation, seduction, detachment, all the things. It is going to be your biggest breakthrough. This is going to be a victory lap where you're going to be like, it's going to be hard for you not to brag. Like, oh, detachment, I learned how to do that. I don't give an F. And, oh, my nervous system, then reset. Know how to reset it at the drop of a freaking hat. At the drop of a dime, I can reset my nervous system right freaking now. Like, you're going to learn certain tips and tricks that work for you, that are they easily stick in your mind to do when life starts lifing hard at you. And I'm seeing you're somebody with a lot of responsibility. Like, what you're doing is not for the faint of heart. Oh my gosh, the Magician. What did I tell you? You guys are going to be bragging like, people are like, what are you doing? Living my best life. You don't want to know how I lived the last decade, so I'm excited. It's like thinking that life had to be that way, and you're like, oh, there's more. There's way more. There's more to life than just work. There's more to life than just being in the matrix and grinding it out, or just keeping your head in the books. You're like, I want to play. I want to laugh. I want to be able to be present. So there are going to be certain tips and tricks that you learn to keep yourself present. Okay, I heard this tip from one of my favorite content creators. She said, run your hands under water, whether it's cold or hot water, and just feel the water on your hands. And that is a good way to just focus on that. That will help you, like bring the attention back to yourself and be present. But I'm sure there's other tips and tricks, but that is just one that I could think of off the top of my head. We have the well. You didn't know that you could go any deeper. Like Magician, Ace of Swords, and the well, you didn't even know that life was that it could get this good, it could be this deep, it could be this renewed. But you're ready to escape, you're ready to be liberated, you're ready to be delivered, you are ready for freedom. And I'm seeing that you're going to be frolicking and shouting it from the rooftops, because when somebody tells you to do something, or somebody might suggest something to you, you need to know the who, the what, the why, and the when of like why that would be good to do. And now it's all going to make sense to you, because if this rewires you, this resets you, this balances you out, you're going to do it. And the easier it is to do, the more you'll do it. The harder it is to do, the less that you will make it a part of your daily routine. So there's easy things that you can do on the go, like singing, humming, breathing, the water trick. There's just all of these different things that you're going to be learning. And so instead of going down a rabbit hole of conspiracies, you're going down the well, and the well is going to help you see, oh, okay, this is why I need to do those things. This is why this is important. Like, you didn't understand why you needed deep sleep before, or why you needed a certain bedtime. You're very rebellious in that way. And I understand that because I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm taking the scenic route. You can't tell me nothing. I'm stubborn. Let me F around and find out. Just let me do it. But then I get to a point where I'm like, maybe that doesn't work. Maybe that doesn't work anymore. So you're going to be figuring out why you need to do certain things. And it's going to be very helpful to this next chapter of your life, which is your second. It's like a second coming. It's a second rebirth. It's your second awakening. So you're going to be letting go of specific expectations. You're going deeper. You're like, I want my life to be more whimsical. Ooh, okay. I'm channeling a message that just wanting your life to be more romantic or even whimsical, you can sing love songs or some type of dramatic or theatrical song, and this will help you channel or release some pain. Okay? And I'm going to share something that's kind of embarrassing, but here we go. But it might help someone. Okay? So I was driving earlier today and I was listening to like old Mariah Carey songs, and the old Mariah Carey songs remind me of when my parents were divorcing. And I remember I would try to sing in the back seat with my little sister, but my dad was in another state selling a house and like getting certain affairs in order, and I was living with my mom and my sister at the time while my mom was starting a new job. So we're both in the back seat. I had just been picked up from school, and I'm like, I'm a kid, so I'm like, I'm gonna sing too. This is awesome. And my mom's like, no, you can't sing. So don't sing. Stop. Let your sister sing. You can't sing. Stop. And that really hurt my feelings. And I'm a kid. I'm like a 6-year-old. Like, oh, I can't sing. And I'm not allowed to sing, even though we're listening to Mariah Carey. So that always stuck with me every time I would sing, even on my channel. Even on my own corner of the internet. It's something that like I'm healing from, but I think about that, like in the back of my head, like, you can't sing, so don't sing. And they would always make fun of me, my mom and my sister, anytime I would sing, if I thought they weren't around, or I became that child when I was older that always had headphones on. It was my form of escaping, and even though I couldn't sing out loud without being made fun of, I was singing in my mind. So today I was driving and I had a long drive, and so I was listening to these old Mariah Carey songs, and I could not sing them without bawling my eyes out because I wasn't ever allowed to sing them before. Certainly not a car concert, certainly not at the top of my lungs. So I'm rolling down 4 different freeways and I'm like screaming the song, crying the song, and it felt like such a good release on a level I can't even explain. So sometimes it's not good to listen to like, they weren't depressing songs, they were love songs, but you know how they tell us to be careful of certain music that we're listening to because it lowers our vibration, but sometimes the music that you're listening to can have a past. And sometimes it might be good to have that car concert and sing it out, and it's good for your nervous system. Trust, okay? So maybe you're wanting this more whimsical life. Maybe you're wanting to dance. I was always very conscious of like dancing in front of them because I loved dancing, but my mom wouldn't put me in dance. I always wanted to be a ballerina or be a cheerleader or be in like drill team. And she was just like, no, you're not doing that. I want you to sing like no one is watching and to dance like no one is watching. Okay, sing like no one's listening and dance like no one is watching, because who cares? We're all grown here. But yeah, you're not, the universe is trying to show you all of your decisions have led you here. They're not all bad. They're not all bad decisions. A lot of these decisions have brought you security, stability, love, protection, and safety. But there's another part to this, which is being content, being satisfied, being present, being assertive, detaching from things that you don't want to own you or, make you assume the position. Things that haunt you. Like, dang, why didn't I say no? Okay, you're going to be saying no a lot more during this awakening. You're going to be more affectionate. If whatever normally embarrasses you, it could be PDA, affection, dancing, singing, laughing, because a lot of us have CPTSD or PTSD from we're light workers. Enough said. We all have childhoods that are very similar. So maybe there are certain things where it's hard for us to stay in our own body. It is hard for us to be in too much joy or too much happiness, and we shift right back to a different lane. I feel like that's something that we're going to be figuring out in this second awakening. So yeah, justice is being served and you are being delivered. You are being delivered like never before. So you don't have to look at this like a bad thing. This is the life that you've wanted. Okay, you wanted to travel. You wanted to pick flowers. You wanted to have a farm. You wanted to have animals. You wanted to do certain things. But there's a lot that you're having to tear down because it has you overstimulated, overactivated, overanalyzing, overthinking, overprocessing. You know when your phone gets really, really hot from like trying to charge it or trying to do too much on the phone? We are all overheating. I feel that strongly. I feel like our bodies are telling us right now that something's off, something's shifting, and the universe and God is asking us to keep an open mind because it's going to get better. It is going to get better. Even if we took the hard way. Because maybe you feel like something was stolen from you. Some of us could be getting older. Maybe we feel like our youth was stolen from us or our bodies aren't bouncing back. That is a huge thing that I channeled. We aren't feeling like whatever we were able to do before, our bodies aren't bouncing back in the way that they used to. So we're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Am I falling apart? Like, I'm a little bit scared. You feel like time was stolen or your youth. Something with time or age. So it's almost like the Benjamin Button effect is what I call it. You're going to be looking younger and younger and younger. And I'm hearing that song, If I Could Turn Back the Hands of Time. I'm not saying that I like the person that sings it. Don't get it twisted, okay? But that's the song that I'm hearing. If I could turn back the hands of time. You guys could like Mariah Carey, Selena, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Boys to Men. I feel like Spirit's asking us, what are we holding on to? What are we still holding on to? Because all it's bringing us is destruction, sadness. So there are some things we're going to have to admit to ourselves that don't work anymore. Like, oh, I used to eat this all the time and that doesn't work for me anymore. My body doesn't like it. Like, we're going to be getting signs and synchronicities of what we don't need to be doing anymore. And then you will feel safer doing things that maybe terrify you. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why you need to keep an open mind. You will be revisiting some things that bring you joy that are maybe from your past, whether it's singing, it could be a toy, it's for your inner child play. You might book a trip. Somebody here might be booking a trip, something you might never do. Like, no, I'm going somewhere. Don't even know the details. Like, you want to be more spontaneous. And this is also good for your nervous system, for you to go out in the wilderness, go outside, turn off your devices and just enjoy. Just be. Just enjoy being. I love that. Okay. So you're going to be giving yourself some tough love instead of monitoring your own every move, which is you constantly scanning for the threat of, oh, shouldn't have been doing that. Oh, why did you do this better? It was just too much. It was just too much. That's like looking at a health tracker or a fitness tracker all day long. Like if you have a tracker for everything you do, and that's all you're looking at is you're constantly looking at the data of you, that's enough to drive anyone mad on top of all the other stuff that you do. So where are your forgotten memories? Things that you enjoyed doing, things that were fun. I feel like you're going to be getting back to that. So if you liked camping before, but you don't get to do that anymore, or shopping, or hiking, archery, shooting, anything, you're going to be doing that. I'm hearing the facts of life. I don't know why. Okay, maybe the facts of your life are changing. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting wedding bells. You could have went through a breakup. You could have gone through a tumultuous breakup, and you're going to be getting married. You're going to be getting married. Always happens when you least expect it. Holy Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know? Best friends? Okay. So this is for those of you that aren't looking for love, or you might already have the person that you love. A best friend that has your back. So I feel like you're either meeting your one true love, your soulmate, and you're getting married. This person's going to be your best friend, or you are getting a best friend to like go on these adventures with. God is helping you turn this nervous breakdown upside down, because this had you losing your ish, and you're trying to monitor your stress level, and maybe that's why you started monitoring all of these things. Like, I need to make sure my stress is like down, or my cortisol, or my insulin, or whatever. And slowly that started building up to all these little meltdowns. Like, oh my gosh, my HRV was not right. Oh my gosh, my sleep score was this. Oh my gosh, I didn't hit my steps today. Like, if that adds more stress, that is not helping our nervous system. It's just not. Even though that's supposed to, it just stresses us out thinking about it. Holy Spirit, anything else we need to know? I feel like the type of love you have coming in, for those of you that want to know about love, there is a love being rekindled because it's unshakable. And maybe you've been praying for your person. For those of you in relationships, maybe they're going through a lot. Maybe they're working a lot. Maybe you're really worried about them. And maybe you feel like they're at their breaking point too. You guys could both be at your breaking point because you guys need a break. And, oh, another airplane. So this can help you guys get back to this unshakable love that will get stronger with time, that's steady and resilient. Yeah, so it can be more affectionate. Okay. Passionate thoughts. Do you guys have passionate thoughts of each other, but you can't even see each other? You're like, this is dumb. How often do you get to be with the love of your life and you're like, we're just letting life take over, where you're stressed over there and I'm stressed over here and we're not even together? You're starting to see what you have in your life is rare. And you are going to have your physical and emotional well-being improve. Because a lot has been weighing on you. You've always heard of being burnt out, like of other people being burnt out, and you're like, oh, it's happening to me. It is happening. It is happening. Like, oh no. Okay, you have a copycat that's studying you, but I feel like you already know that. In this second awakening that you're going through, I feel like other people already see it in you. You might feel like that is damn impossible, but Other people are already seeing this. It's like you're fluorescent. Your aura isn't a color, it's fluorescent, and it is blinding people. So they're studying you like, how do I look like that? And you don't even have it figured out yet. So if you feel like people are monitoring you, you know that they are. You know that they are. You have a lot of people intrigued. Yeah, there's some weird things going on. Like, people are very secretly competitive with you, unfortunately, and I feel like that bums you out. And then they do weird things, like they have these weird and unusual ways of boasting and flexing, and you're just like, what? What? I had an acquaintance, this is kind of another embarrassing story. I had an acquaintance, yeah, we'll call her an acquaintance, and I'm always like helping her out, and I'm trying to like also stay out of it and like mind my own business. But she sent me a message the other day, and she was like, I think I accidentally just sent you some inappropriate pictures, but thank God it's you. I'm like, she's like, I think I accidentally airdropped some inappropriate pictures to you. Huh? I had to like kind of check my phone, but like close my eyes and check my phone, and I was like, what is going on? What is going on? And then she was having a problem with this other guy. I'm not even gonna get into that, but she was having a problem with this guy. And I was telling her, like, you should probably do this or go about it this way. That way you're not having to interact with him because he's trying to antagonize you, which is really shitty, but that's what he's doing. And she was like, too bad I can't borrow your husband to like handle this dude. It's like, no, get your own husband. Like, what? And then after I was just like, yeah. Then she says, oh, I think I accidentally sent you some inappropriate photos. What? Riddle me what? She didn't, by the way. She didn't. But you're just going to be seeing people do some weird stuff. They act like they don't see you, but they be seeing you. And they be seeing you. Okay? The thirst is real. You're not going to be falling for thirst traps. People are really going to have to fall in line around you. Because in this era, I don't feel like if you have to raise your voice, I'm going to hide under the table. If you have to raise your voice, it's going to be really bad. That's how I feel. Like, this could be your family. And you told them, like, I can't be stressing. I can't be yelling. So if you have to get to a level 10 and they didn't listen, they should run. They should run. I feel like people are about to see as well how strong you really are, that you do have influential and powerful connections. So maybe people think, I don't know, people just naturally underestimate you in some way. And then they are going through it and they need somebody, and you just happen to know a lot of somebodies. You are influential. Don't ever doubt that. So you're going to master the art of detachment. You're going to master the laws of power, the art of seduction. I love it. So, anybody in the last season that caused a lot of drama for you, they're on the chopping block. And you will be finding very creative ways to not talk to them. Not because you don't want to help or because you're a jerk, but because you don't need it on your plate. You don't need it on your plate. So you're not going to be answering the phone, or you're going to put their number on do not disturb, or you're going to silence your notifications. You know what I'm saying? These people that are fishing for compliments, or they're desperate, like they call you beautiful so you can give them a compliment or something like that. That's just what I'm channeling. The people in the last season that just stirred up a lot of drama, you're going to be finding very creative ways to put them on the pain of mind list. I don't even know how you're going to do this, because it's not easy to do in every situation, but you're going to figure it out, because you're looking at these people like, you don't own me. Okay? I drew the line in the sand. That's where it is. So let's say this is family. Let's say you have to see these people at work functions or family functions, but you don't want to deal with their drama. That's why I'm saying you're going to be very creative with showing people, like, don't make me raise my voice. Don't do it. The way that you look, the way that you're presenting yourself, I don't know how you're just going to, that's why you're mastering so many different things. I don't know, like, you're going to become this mastermind where you don't have to worry or stress out the way that you were before. Thinking that you were obligated to do things for everyone. And you're just not. So you're going to be looking at the bigger picture. Let me know in the comments what angel numbers you've been seeing. I've been seeing 1111 a lot. 1111, 111. I think that's it. I'm hearing another airplane. That's 3 airplanes. Holy Spirit, is there anything else I need to know? Oh, I didn't even see this. People that try to throw shade at you. I feel like you have them on the pay no mind list. You're going to be getting a vibe or a hunch, or I swear I'm seeing orbs. Let me know if you guys saw orbs in this message. You had some people that were being slick and rude, and I don't know. You're going to know where you need to bounce, where you need to leave, where you need to wrap up a situation. You know what I love about this is you're finally ready. You know certain situations you needed to leave. It doesn't mean it's easy to leave or it's easy to walk away or it's easy to leave money on the table. You're just that freaking fed up. And you need to know that the type of resilience that you have, type of courage that you have, you don't need them. You don't. I'm also seeing that there are some people that have made things, maybe these are people that you were working with and it seemed sustainable at first. Whatever you were investing in, whatever you were buying, whatever you were working with, it seemed sustainable or like it was going to make your life easier. But now looking at it, it's not making your life easier. So you're going to get creative and think of another thing to like get out of this, to get out of these contracts or relationships. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? We have filter. And trouble. Some people might be calling you a troublemaker. Oh, whoa. Like, oh, don't talk to the collective. They're a freaking troublemaker. Like, what? I knew you were trouble that when you walked in. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah. People are saying that you're a teacher's pet, that you're trouble. You take it like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care about what you think. You are no longer sugarcoating anything. This awakening is showing you like, why was I doing that? Why was I sugarcoating things? This will help me naturally repel the people I want to repel. Let them think I'm sweet and nice and whatever. Let them think that. Because you have something to tell them. You're done also trying to make yourself look better for certain people because you're naturally beautiful. Seriously. If you were like running yourself ragged to look better than the people you went to high school with or the people that you used to work with or the family members you haven't seen in a long time, if you were running yourself ragged for that, you're not doing that. Like, I haven't said this in a long time, but you could roll out of bed, hair cocked to the side, okay? Whatever. There could be coffee spilled on your shirt. You look good even on your worst day, okay? No makeup, hair not done, everything could be a tangled, jumbled mess, and you're still giving, okay? You're still serving. So you don't need to, I'm hearing that don't impress me much. Maybe you never thought you would really age or gain weight or maybe your weight fluctuates or, and this is just like something that happens in life with hormones and age, and it's something that we would love to avoid, but maybe even this happening to you in the slightest bit has maybe affected your self-esteem. And that's fair. Okay, that's more than fair. You're used to seeing yourself a certain way, and you're like, oh, I had kids and now it's all different. The things that were up here are now over here, and like, what in the frick? And maybe you didn't want to run into certain people, but I'm seeing that you're really going to be investing in yourself in a different way. And I feel like that is not the way that you thought you were going to be investing in yourself. Let me give you an example. Let's say you thought you were going to need a mommy makeover, and you're like, oh, I'm going to have to get this done, this done, this done, this done. But then you go through this awakening. You're doing things for your nervous system. You're calming down. Your hormones are like calm. And everything is just balancing. Then you're seeing, oh, I actually only need to do this one thing. I don't need to do 5 things. I just need to do 1. And that'll be good. I'll be really happy with that. Do you know what I mean? It's detaching from their opinions, their validation, our own opinions of ourselves, and thinking like, oh, I'm supposed to look like this forever. You are a bombshell. You are a smoke show. Do not let anyone tell you anything different. Don't let your shadow or your ego tell you anything different, because I feel like we've all been going through a lot of changes, and some of them have been good, some of them haven't been great, and so you're just trying to work through that. Whatever unexpected stuff has been thrown your way. But I see that you're getting back on. It's like you just want to get back on track. And that's why you've been running yourself ragged, burning yourself out. Like, not only do I have to be perfect with how I create and make money and am stable, but you felt like you had to be perfect with how you present yourself, how you look, how you feel, what you weigh. And you're seeing like, this isn't sustainable. I can't worry about all of this and all of this. So this is a track you didn't even know was there. Probably the track of big happy changes. Puns intended. Inside joke with the channel. But do you know what I mean? There is a track so that you're about to switch tracks, but you're like, oh, there's only like 2 other lanes to go in. Happy or sad? Okay, where can we go? And it's the track of big happy changes. Your second awakening is here. I love it. Okay, do I have any other cards? Let me get an oracle deck. I'll be right back.
A few minutes later.
Last but not least, we have some spirit animal messages. Oh, and by the way, if you are looking for new messages on Patreon, I just did what do you need to know for 2026, what the F is going on the next 30 days, and what do your boss and coworkers think of you. There's also love messages, work messages, career messages, all of the above. The what the F do you need to know type of messages, what are these people thinking, the person on your mind, all of the above, ad-free. Link is in the description box. It's only $11.11 a month to join. Okay, now my spiel is over. Let's get to these spirit animal messages that I have just picked out, but I haven't looked at yet. So, does any of you guys like ASMR? Like, I love ASMR. Like, there's some sounds. I'm like, I could do that. I like that. Anyways, we have guidance of the cat. I am curious about the unknown and embrace the new me that is emerging. Yes, this is giving second awakening. Okay, so I am curious about the unknown and embrace the new me that is emerging. This reminds me of Lisa Frank, by the way. You remember? Okay, let me know in the comments. We have guidance of the octopus. I forgive those that have hurt me, letting go of my pain. This is not something easy to do, but I know you're being mindful of it. Like, I don't know if I could just full out forgive these people, but I'm going to try. Not for them, for me. Not for them, for me. So I forgive those that have hurt me, letting go of my pain. Then we have guidance of the zebra. I am patient and wait for the whole story to unfold before judging others. Okay, I know you, bestie. We can read others to filth, but sometimes we don't have the full story. And sometimes we're just nosy, okay? Seriously. So we're just gonna mind our business. My husband's been trying to tell me to do this for like the last couple weeks. Like, don't get involved, mind your business. And I'm like, no, but there's injustice happening outside our front door and I have to say something. And he's like, stay in your lane. I'm like, I can help them. He's like, mind your business. So here we are. We're gonna mind our business. I am patient and I wait for the whole story to unfold before judging others. Like, instead of saying, oh, I knew Sally Sue was sleeping, was selling seashells by the seashore. No, I know Sally Sue was sleeping with Michael. I knew it. I knew Bobby was hooking up with so-and-so. I just knew it. I'm like that. I'm working on it. We are all work in progress. Sometimes we gotta call ourselves out. We have guidance of the blue jay. I am bold and curious. I embrace all new things. This is new lease on life, new you. Who? You? Yes. Yes, you. I am bold. I am curious and I embrace new things. I feel like this is going to be quite the adventure. And I am looking forward to speaking to you guys in the comments about, like, Brittany, this is what I went to do. I was so scared, but I did it anyways. Like, oh, I'm so excited. We have guidance of the elephant. I give myself the care and love. I give myself the care and love I so freely give to others. I think this is something we're really recognizing in us. Like, we go above and beyond for other people, and then we're really hard on ourselves, and we punish ourselves. Like, why do we do that? But why? Is it a trauma response? Is it, like, are we a perfecto? What's happening? Guidance of the frog. I embrace my voice and honor life's transitions. This is probably my favorite card of the deck, because look at this frog. Ain't he cute? Oh, so cute. I embrace my voice and honor life's transitions. Like, we are getting ready to transition. Rest in peace, the old us that was like, I can do 50 things at once. Not anymore. Not up in here. We have, oh, these are cute. Look at these raccoons. Look at it. This looks like one of those, like, family portraits. Like, those, like, everybody's like, you know, like in the funny movies where they're like, look at our family photo. And they're like, this looks like that. Sorry. I am resourceful. I am resourceful in my, oh wait, no, sorry. I am resourceful and creative in my approach to solving problems. You know, raccoons are freaking resourceful and creative. Like, some of the videos I see of raccoons, I'm like, is this AI? Or they really do that? I am resourceful and creative in my approach to solving problems. Then last but not least, we have the cute panda. And it says, I balance all emotions in my life. I desire to feel it all. So I love that this is the last card for us, because sometimes we don't want to feel things. We all have different ways of numbing things. Whether it's, I'm going to scroll, I'm going to doom scroll, or I'm just going to ignore it, or I'm going to Netflix and never look at other things or care. Like, we all have ways of numbing, distracting, and escaping. It could be video games, it could be eating, it could be anything. When we don't have the desire to feel that emotion, we're like, I don't want to do that energy work yet. I don't want to do that shadow work yet. I don't want to tap into that part of my ego yet. I don't want to deal. So we're going to work more on balancing our emotions in life. So we're not quick-tempered. We're not snapping. We're not freaking out. We're not melting down. It's not existential crisis mode. It's okay. I desire to feel all of these things. I'm not trying to not feel them, but I'm just going to do this more calmly. I'm going to do this more calmly. I love that. So we have the angel number 48, 28, 12, 9, 19, 44, 40, and 3. These are beautiful affirmations. I love it. So I really like that. We're going to start embracing the new you that is emerging. I am embracing the new me that is emerging. So if you made it to the very end of this message, I want you to affirm below, I am embracing the new me that is emerging. Okay, you emerge from the ashes. I love it. Okay, so, bestie, let me know what's going on in the comments. Patreon link is down below. All important links are down below. Thank you to you guys for your super fan donations, your Cash App donations. Thank you for all of you that just joined Patreon. I have a lot of new members. Thank you to you guys that are on my separate platform, members only, which is YouTube's kind of version of Patreon, but it's not Patreon, it's separate, just so you know. And they get different things. So Patreon gets all the exclusive stuff, and then members only gets ad-free messages that I post on YouTube. And yeah, so let me know what's going on in the comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of your love, your support, your beautiful affirmations. Thank you for your kind words. Just all of the encouraging things that you guys say. I feel like I'm so blessed to have the collective, the besties on the internet that I have in the comment section. I'm so grateful. And I feel like there's so many of you guys that I've gotten to know. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys this in the freaking beginning, but here we are. You'll know this. I will know that you made it to the end if you know this part. Today, I got a notification from YouTube. Happy 5-year anniversary. I didn't realize today was my 5-year anniversary. What? Like, that's crazy. Like, it was this cute little video. It was really sweet. But, yeah, it said happy 5-year anniversary. So I feel like my first year on YouTube was rough. Like, I wasn't monetized yet. I was just like trying to figure it out. I didn't have 1,000 subscribers yet. But it was the best. Like, this journey has been amazing, and I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful for all of my A1 day ones that are still here 5 years later. It doesn't feel like it's been 5 years. It feels like it's been 3, but you guys let me know. Let me know in the comments if you made it to the end. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.